You know what absolutely infuriates me? What keeps me up at night sometimes just fuming? It's the Fate franchise, or more accurately, the ghost of what it should be, compared to the sanitized product we mostly get today. Because if you haven't experienced the original uncensored 2004 PC visual novel of Fate Stay Night, you haven't seen the real deal. That was lightning in a bottle. That was the benchmark. Unfiltered, mature, incredibly complex, dark when it needed to be. That was the truest, purest, most potent representation of what the entire Fate universe should have remained. It didn't pull punches, it respected its audience enough to handle adult themes head on. And yes, adult is the key word here. The intricate storytelling, the philosophical quandaries, the raw character struggles, and yes, the explicit H scenes were part of that adult tapestry. They weren't just tacked on, they were, for better or worse, woven into the narrative, into the very mechanics of things like mana transfer. And this argument that Kinaku Nasu was somehow forced against his will to write them, give me a break. The man's a writer. If he truly didn't want to write something, he wouldn't have. Employment is at will. He could have said no. He physically put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard. He made a choice. He consented. To say otherwise is to infantilize him or create a convenient retcon to justify the franchise's current direction. But what have we seen over the years? A systematic dilution, a gradual sanding down of all the sharp edges, all the challenging content, all for the sake of mass market appeal. They've traded depth for breadth, grit for gloss. It's become the sprawling, often family friendly behemoth where the darker, more intense aspects of its origins are either forgotten or deliberately ignored in the mainstream series. And the excuse that adult content limits its reach? That it's not as profitable? Seriously? Have these people ever looked at the entertainment landscape? Grand Theft Auto, The Witcher series, Game of Thrones, South Park. These are titans, global phenomena, and they are unapologetically adult. They prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you don't need to neuter your creation to make it successful. You can tell mature stories for mature audiences and still conquer the world. So when I see Fate today in many of its iterations, I can't help but feel this profound disappointment, this sense of a massive missed opportunity. It's a constant reminder of what was and what should still be. That original visual novel wasn't just a game, it was an experience, an uncompromising piece of art. And the franchise, in chasing broader acceptance, has, in my eyes, strayed so far from that potent original vision, it's a betrayal of its own roots. And it's why I'll always hold that 2004 version as the gold standard.